Hi guys. In this lesson, we're going to do simple decay or simple depreciation. Now, let's just look what this lesson is about. There's lots of reasons why vehicles or any equipment needs to be depreciated, and we need to know what its value is in a certain amount of years. So we're going to do lots of different things. We're going to look at the book value or the scrap value of a car or a bus or a whatever at the end of a certain period, and we're going to use the compound formula for that. But it's always better to start with the problems and see what it is. You can read through this on your own. Let's just see what is the reasons. Why are we doing this? On vehicles or taxis or lots of stuff, there's wear and tear. Sometimes it's just old and outdated, like computers, or sometimes it's obsolete and we don't need it anymore. It's not in use anymore. And the calculating methods we're going to use, there are two different ones, either linear or the reducing balance. Now, the linear is like the simple interest that you learned right in the beginning. Reducing balance is every year you reduce it on the previous year's balance, which is mostly what we use, but we'll see as we get there. Now, the terminology, as always, you need to know your terminology. Many times that is the reason why many people struggle with maths. They do not understand the terminology. So let's just see. The original value is the purchase value, the beginning. So I'm going to write here. It's the beginning value. In other words, there it is, the original value, it's the beginning value, in other words, the P, here at the bottom. Then the scrap value, especially if it's a business, at the end of a certain time, they scrap that thing. Computers, they're totally outdated at a time, and then they scrap the computers. And we need to know at the end. So there it's the end value. Is what the value is worth, what the car or computer or whatever is worth at the very end. The book value is at any certain time, the value of the asset between the point of buying and the scrapping point. So if I want to know, I want to sell my car now, but it's not, I've paid it in full, but it's not scrapped yet, we can still drive with it, then we look at the book value. So you need to know these terminology, and then you all know depreciation rate. The I is the rate, and the N is the time period, and it's the number of years that we're working with. Good, so that's all the terminology that you need to know. Now, the linear decay, it decreases by a constant percentage on the previous year's value. That is why it's compound. This is, it's normally applied to assets which have very little value, like computers and smaller stuff. And a percentage of the original asset value is calculated, subtracted from the book value at the end of every year. So automatically we need a formula for that. And because we've got already a formula for simple interest and for compound interest, just in the same way we're going to do depreciation. But remember what it says, depreciation or decay. So it becomes less and less. So if you look at this formula here, you'll see there's a minus in there. So it's not 1 plus IN anymore for the simple decay. It's now 1 minus, because I need to subtract now every year the value that this car or computer or whatever is losing. Good. Now if we look at the graphs, if we look at this straightforward simple formula on top of the page, which is all on one line. Now if we draw a normal y is equal to mx plus c, you all know that that is a straight line graph. And if you look at this one here, you can see it's very much like the format of a normal straight line graph. So we start off here with the value of the car, and then it depreciates until it gets there. It's the car or computer or whatever. It wouldn't be a car. It will be smaller items like furniture or a computer. And then in the end, the value will be 0. So on the y-axis, we put the end value, what it's worth. So we depreciate until the very end it's worth nothing anymore. And then the bottom line is always your years. Don't ever swap that around if you have to draw the graph. This is how we do it. And then the next one is the plus. Now what happens with the plus formula? That is when you add something. So it should get more. So if you start here with something's value, and hopefully this will be an investment, it will grow. So it will go up. Now let's just quickly go back to the previous one. Can you see it goes down? So it's got a minus gradient. It's declining. And if you look at the next one, because there's a plus in, it's still the A here, and it's still the N there. Always we use N for the x-axis and the amount, the real value on the y-axis. But now it's increasing because there's a plus in your formula. Good. Now, to compare simple interest and simple decay or depreciation, because we're going to use the same formula. Let's first look at the similarities. We always calculate on the original amount every year. So we calculate once off the original amount, and if it's 200 Rand, it stays 200 Rand for every year after that. The change in the value is a constant. Now, if you look back at simple interest, if we work out our interest on something and it's 10% and it gives us 100 Rand, then it will be every year we'll add that 100 Rand if it was interest with an investment. Now we're going to subtract 100 Rand every year if it's simple decay. It's graphically represented by a linear line. So let's look at the differences. The value increases if it's simple increase. The value decreases if it's linear decay. So it's the same formula, but for interest, because I'm investing, my value increases. Because it's depreciating, it becomes less. The gradient of the graph is positive, so we'll just do a plus there. The gradient of the graph is negative. You saw just now it goes down, down, down because it's declining, decreasing, decay, all with a D. That's how you're going to remember it. So there's the formula for simple interest. There's the formula for simple decay. Good. Let's do an example. Always easier when we do an example. A tipping trailer is bought for 2,000 Rand. When is it bought? In the future? No, it's bought now, at the present. So this is my P, present. Depreciation is calculated at 8.2% on a straight line basis. Now, I hope you know by now that simple interest is straightforward. That's why we call it a straight line basis. Straightforward, straight line, simple interest, all with the S. And that's why we also saw a straight line on your graph. But it's now depreciation. So if it's depreciation, it's going to decline with a straight line. What would the book value be after 8 years? So there's my N. So what are they asking? What would the book value be after 8 years? At the end, which letter always represents the end? The A. Let's check. Do I have 1, 2, 3 things that is given to me? Yes. Do I have one unknown? Yes. So I can go to my empty page and I can go and do the problem. Because it's depreciation, I need the minus formula. So it's P1 minus IN. Be very careful. If you now use the plus formula, you're going to get 0. Because the principle is that you must know when to use the depreciation going down, so less, that's why there's a minus, or when to use the plus one, simple interest that grows. Good. So now we can just start filling it in. We already said there's the P and the N and the A and there's the I. Remember, 8.2% is actually 8.2 divided by 100. We don't like any of those, so actually we rather prefer 0. And remember what I always say, it's not 0.82. There needs to be 2 decimals, 0.82. So you need to take that comma there and move it 2 decimals to the left if you want to do the decimal format of the I. So the P was 2,000. 1 minus the I was 0.082 and the N was 8. So now I grab my calculator and again, let's just do properly the double bracket because you see there's the big bracket there and then there's a small one inside. So it's 2,000 bracket 1 minus 0.082 times, because bracket means times 8. Remember to close your bracket and press the equal sign. And that gives me 688. Now let's see if this is possible. If you start off with something, 2,000 Rand, and it's a very high depreciation rate, 8.2%, and it's in 8 years' time. Your little 2,000 Rand, whatever it was, what was this? A tipping trailer will only be worth 688 Rand in 8 years' time. Good. There's your exercise. more than one page so that you can really get a proper exercise on it. You can see you actually don't need any more. It's one formula. You fill in the 3 things that are known. There's one unknown, just like simple interest. Just be very careful to know when you must put the plus formula or when the minus formula. Go and practice it, and I'll see you next time.